Hello everybody, my name is Metallica and welcome back to my Survival Let's Play series. Where we last left things off, we had constructed these hot air balloons up here in the sky and we built a little bit of a pathway running from this village over to it. It's a nice little pathway and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. We even got a bridge constructed going across the chasm here. Now what I did between episodes is I did tear down the house that was right here just because, it kind of obstructed the way of the bridge. So now that that's gone, we have a much clearer route to get to and from. It's a lot cleaner. So we are done working in this area for right now. We are going to be making our way across the bridge over to the other side of the island where, if you remember, there is a spruce forest. And that is where we are going to be working today. And I've got some plans for it, and I think you guys are really going to like it. So make sure to stick around so that way you can see what's going on. So right over there in that spruce forest is where we are going to be working today. And what I have planned is we are going to be putting a Viking village over there in that forest. Now, there's definitely a lot of room that needs to be cleared, but you know what? I'm up for the challenge. And I am going to let you guys know right now, this project I have in mind, it is not going to be done today, not at all. This is going to be a multi-episode project, so if you guys enjoy that type of thing, then I think you guys are really going to like this. Now, before we begin, there's just one thing that I need to take care of really quick. There we go. I think I am much more fit to get working in a Viking village now, don't you guys think? Now, before we begin any work over there in our village, we are going to have to make up a very quick, very simple dripstone farm. So to do that, we are just going to put it right here next to our sugarcane farm, feed it into the same chest, and we're going to need a piston, observer, a little bit of redstone, and some glass. So just doing a very simple creations. Just need to build up a little bit of a tube. And this is where the farm is all going to be held. So we'll place down a block right here, place some water on top, and then right here is where our dripstone goes. And then just need to place a block with a piece of redstone, and that will power the piston when the observer detects any changes with this dripstone. And that'll all lead right here into the chest. So we are going to let this sit for a little bit and hopefully be able to gather up plenty of dripstone. And you'll see why we need this later. So it's been a few hours and I've been checking on this thing periodically and nothing has happened. I thought originally it was too close to the ground, so I raised it all up a block, but we still got nothing. So I thought I knew how this worked. Evidently, I did not. So thankfully, when we were constructing our hot air balloons over there, I scouted out the area beforehand and I managed to find a little bit of a dripstone cave. It's really small, but I'm going to head over there because I think the problem is that this is cobblestone and not a full dripstone block. So I'm going to grab one of those. I'm going to gather what little bit of stalactites and stalagmites I can find, and hopefully they're enough. If not, I'm hoping putting the dripstone block there will definitely help that. So let's head on over there and see if we can gather anything. So there's an entrance to a cave right up here near our hot air balloon area that houses a dripstone cave in it. So it should be right over here. I think this is it. Yes, this is it. So if we hop down here, there should be some dripstone. Yes, this is exactly what we came for. And I'm going to do my best not to die. So let's hop down here and gather some dripstone. All right, 22 blocks, 36 dripstone. That should be enough. If I need anything else, then I will be sure to return. All right, let's place the cobblestone at the dripstone block here, and we're going to place it in the wrong spot. Okay, let's hop up there and fix that really quick. break glass, place the water black, and one of the glass blocks fell. All right, let's grab that, hop back up. We're going to place that back, put in the water, hop back down, and replace the dripstone. So hopefully with all of this done and the dripstone block now in place, fingers crossed that this farm should start working and producing us some dripstone. All right, it's been a couple hours. I'm hoping this thing has worked with the dripstone block now in place instead of the cobble one. So let's take a look. And hey, we got 3 dripstone. Awesome. So this farm is working. It's a little bit slow, but you know what? It's working. I can sit here AFK for a while and gather up as many of the pointed dripstone as I need, and then we can begin work right over there in the spruce forest. So it's been a few days, and I did not realize just how slow it is to farm dripstone. So while I was waiting for all of that to gather, I created a little bit of a tree farm right here and gathered a ton of spruce logs. So I did that, and when I was done, I went and checked on the farm, and it still hadn't produced anything. So as you can see, I have extended this thing out, and it's producing a lot better now. It's going by a lot quicker, which I'm really grateful for. So I think now we should have enough to create what we need. And hopefully, if this isn't enough, then this can just keep producing. So we are now going to finally make our way over to the spruce forest where we can begin work on the Viking village. And now I haven't mentioned exactly what I need all these resources for. But with all this, the spruce logs, the pointed dripstone, we're going to make a wall. We're going to make a fence of sorts for this Viking village. So we just need to head over there, clear out an area, and start building up the fence. So let's take care of that in the form of a time lapse. And there goes the last tree. And this is where we are going to be putting our Viking village. Now, there is a big hill right here, which I'm not too big a fan of, but you know what? I'll either just deal with it or I can flatten it down. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the exact shape because, it's a little small, but as you can tell, there is plenty of room to extend in other directions. So if I decide to help grow this thing, then you know what? There's plenty of opportunity. Now to help this place come to life just a little bit more, I'm going to plant a few of the large spruce trees just to give a little bit more variation in what we've got going around here. And I think it'll you know, just help it look better, honestly. Let's give these a couple bone meal. You know what? The podzol, it's actually a good thing. It helps spread a little bit of variety to this area. It's not all strictly just grass. So I think bone mealing a few of these, allowing them to grow, if they don't glitch out, will be a great opportunity for this forest here. And as you can see, I have planted plenty of the tall spruce trees. And you know what? I think it adds just so much more life to this forest. I think it makes a great addition to all of it. And I think I'm going to continue planting some like back along the further forest back there where there's no tall ones just to help spread it out some more. But I am very happy with how all these tall trees turned out. Now, all we get to do is gather up all of these logs and we can start building the wall around this place. So the plan for the wall is to have the main entrance to the Viking village be facing towards our base. And it's going to be marked out with these 2x2 logs, which, obviously the Vikings cut down from these thicker trees here. And the rest of the wall is just going to be made using these normal spruce logs, which we are all going to build up to about 4 blocks tall, maybe 3, but I think 4 is a better number. So the wall's going to be built up like that, just going along the floor here, and not necessarily a pattern of sorts. And then we're going to take the dripstone from that's in the chest right there, and that's going to be placed along to kind of represent the logs being sharpened to a point, so it's harder for enemies to climb over. So that is going to be our main plan, and I'm going to get to work building that. And as you can tell, our wall is now finished. We've got all the dripstone up on top, all the walls nicely built up. We even got our nice entrance and a door made. You know what? I'm actually pretty happy with this door. It's very simple, but you know what? It's actually really effective. Hi, buddy. Good. Take care of you really quick. Hello. Yeah, you can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. Thank you. So yes, we got this door built up nicely, and I'm pretty happy with it. And the dirt path, it's meant to symbolize, a dirt path. The people walk on it, but the door also slides against it when it closes. And I cannot just express enough how much I like this. It's all really simple, but it just makes me so happy. All right, I need to find a cow and get rid of this bad omen effect. Oh, well, hello, beautiful. Don't mind me. I am just going to borrow some of your milk. Ah, thank you. No more bad omen effect. Now that we've got that taken care of, we can turn our attention back here to our Viking village. And what I'm going to do is we are going to bust a hole in the wall over here to make way for a new path. It's going to be about 4 blocks wide, nothing too major, not as big as our entrance over there. Just going to be a little hole. And we are just going to dig this out flat to create a little bit of a path going over to the water over here. So that way it's kind of like a dock. It's not going to be as big and grand as the one over by our main base, but you know what? It's a little Viking village. They need something to dock their ships at. All right, we made it to the other end, so I'm just going to take a few minutes and work on digging all of this out. Like I said, it's going to be about 4 blocks wide, so I'm just going to take the time and dig out all this dirt and stone. So I did a little bit more than just dig out the dirt and the stone. I actually finished the entire path. But you know what? I think it's worth it, and I'm just going to show you guys what I did. As you can see, there's just a little dock there. The Vikings can get on their boats and sail off, and we might build a boat there in the next episode. But as you can see, I put in the path, I got the door built in, and all of it's terraformed and looking nice. So yeah, that's how it turned out. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. So what are we going to be doing now? I got the path built, I got the doors put in, the walls are up. What more can I do here? Well, I can actually do some more work with the walls. We can actually build up a little bit of a shelf here, kind of like a wall, not a wall, a floor for the people to stand on. So that way if there's any enemies coming, they can look above and see and shoot. Hopefully it won't get caught on the dripstones like that. But I don't think I'm going to use spruce for it. What I want to use is I want to use some dark oak instead. So I don't have too much of that. I got some saplings back at my main base. But rather than use that and what little bit of bone meal I have left, we are going to go into the dark oak forest off in that direction and chop down some trees. Yes! Oh yes, it worked! I got a record! Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't need you guys anymore. Come on. Leave me alone. Oh, we got a record. This is awesome. Did it work? Yes, we got another record. Sweet. Yeah, all of you can burn. What do we get this time? Oh, we got number 11. Sweet. Leave me alone. Now I look like a pincushion. Collecting records aside, I have gathered up, I believe, enough of the dark oak logs to get to work on the fence over in the Viking village. So let's head over there and get started on that. All right, so these logs. First thing I need to do is actually convert them into slabs because this is what we're going to be used to be making the shelf right here, the floor that they're all going to stand on. So we're going to be using slabs. So you know what? I I hope this is enough. If it's not, then you know what? I'll just go back to the dark oak forest and collect some more wood. And who knows, if that happens, maybe I can find some more records. So I'm just going to go around placing all these slabs, and I will be back with you guys when I'm done. All of the slabs have been placed, and a bit more, as you guys can see. So let me take you a little bit of a tour on what I did. Obviously, I placed the slabs, and I actually added in these posts to kind of act like support with some ladders. So that way it's like, the Vikings, if there's someone attacking, they can all run and just climb up the ladder. Now, this was done just with it being on the back of a oak trap door. Like I said, spread those out so that way it's like, the Vikings can climb on from any direction. And this thing, it actually went by pretty quick. There were a couple areas that were a little bit rough when making, mostly this part right here, just because of how vertical and the curves going along with it were a little bit tricky. But as you can see, I managed to do something which, I'm pretty happy with. This area here was fairly simple to do, mostly just because, as you can see, it's pretty flat. So that wasn't too bad. Then when we got here, it started to go up and around some more, which wasn't as bad as the one over there, but it did get a little tricky with the hill right here, because obviously this is supposed to be raised up. We don't want to just be able to, walk off the hill and onto it. So we'll take care of that in the next episode, or maybe I'll take care of it between episodes. We'll see. And it just continues to wrap all the way around back to the other end. And I am very pleased with how all of this turned out. This little Viking village, it's coming together. I'm really happy with how all of this is. Unfortunately, that is where today's episode is going to have to come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it because, I had a ton of fun making all of this and designing it. I had a blast doing it, and I hope you guys did too. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing as it helps out the channel a ton. Now, I know it's been a few weeks since the last episode, and I'm sorry about that. I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things with this. But like I said, and I think that's the last episode, I'm here and I'm back. So I'm going to keep putting these out for you guys so long as you guys keep watching. So, with all of that being said, my name is Metallica. This has been Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Bye bye.